Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, where the Lincoln Rattlesnakes look to right the ship against the undefeated Annapolis Navigators. Good evening, everyone. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Colin Northup, and joining me in the booth this week is the Hall of Famer and enshrinee and five-time SFL champion, T-Roy Gaines. How you doing, T-Roy?
I'm doing fine, Colin. It's good to be in the booth with you once again, and I can't wait to see this exciting matchup between Lincoln and Annapolis.
Logan Lee and company are looking to get back on track following a 24-10 defeat at the hands of Madison. Annapolis, they're off a 25-12 victory over the defending champion Albuquerque Adams. These are two teams looking to make their way forward. Annapolis, one of the two remaining undefeated teams, and the Navigators. We'll start off on defense first. T-Roy, you got some of your buddies coaching on the Lincoln side of things. Mac Kima is the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I know one thing about Mac. He likes running the ball. We'll see if that plays out tonight.
Luis Mansour kicks off to Caleb Griffs. And Griffs is up the middle and gets knocked down at the 26. And that will be where the Rattlesnakes will start. Kenny Slider is the quarterback. Logan Lee is the tailback. Two-way player John Fulton is a wide receiver, along with Caleb Gifts. Timothy Mossam King, that's an all-team member right there, and the all-name team. And Devontae Richardson's the tight end. They start with four wide. It will be a pass, and it'll be knocked away, incomplete for the Rattlesnakes. Fullerton, the intended receiver, knocked down by Nick Twice, the corner.
And now it's a passing attack for Lincoln. That's averaging about 185 yards per game receiving. They're trying to get that off to a good start here, but failed incomplete pass there.
They start off with three people in the backfield. Give off to Logan Lee. Will pick up 4 yards on his first carry. Went for over 100 yards. Had 108 last week and a touchdown. They'll set up a 3rd and 6 situation. For Annapolis defensively, they have defensive tackles Stephen Forbes, Wolf Highwind, Mo John Tana are the linebackers. Twice is the corner along with Luke Trevor. As this pass is going to be caught for a first down for the Rattlesnakes out of bounds at the 48. It's Mossam King.
Yeah, they're starting off with the passing game. It definitely helped that Logan Lee made it a more manageable 3rd down, but good job by the offense of Lincoln be able to move those chains and extend the drive.
Ibrahim Iglam and Will Stern and Strike Vader are the safeties. As Slider's back to throw, and it's going to be incomplete. Richardson, the intended receiver, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we'll see if they're going to go back to relying on the running game here. Logan Lee got 4 yards on his first carry. I want to see Lincoln use him more.
2nd and 10. Slider under center, out of the I formation, 2 tight ends. Handoff is to Lee, and he will be stopped for no gain. And a loss of 2, actually, back to the 47. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Well, I said I wanted Lincoln to go back to the running game, and Annapolis was also ready for that. It's like they read our minds here. A huge 3rd down for the defense of the Navigators.
Four wide again. Slider back to throw. Has a clean pocket. Fires down the field. Catch made. Out of bounds at the 38. That is Fulton, the two-way player from Fort Worth. Showing off the footwork. to make the grab.
And the toe drag swag to accompany that grab. But Annapolis is challenging that. This is a huge challenge.
Head coach Drew Reilly, a guy I know very well with the Motor City V8s, saw something in there. Let's see the play, and Fullerton, ooh, looked like he only had 1 foot in, T-Roy.
Yeah, but I think you only need 1 foot, so this should stand.
And T-Roy, you're right. The play stands, and Drew loses the challenge. It's very unlike Mr. Reilly to lose a challenge like that. And it cost him a timeout here in the early going of this ball game.
And great job by Fullerton with that catch. Helps flip the field here.
Let's see if that jump start things for Lincoln. Here's to get the lead. Lee off the left side picks up 9 yards before he's tackled down there at the 29-yard line.
And Colin, that was good blocking down the field. Great run. It could have been better if Lee was able to bounce it to the outside. It could have gotten more yards, but still, they'll take a 2nd and 1 here.
2nd and 1, I formation. Gives to Lee, second man through the, well, it's stopped for no gain. Tackle made by number 56. That is Tana, the other outside linebacker. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And Tana was entering today's game with 9 tackles, 2 assists. Could help his team here on this 3rd and 1. We'll see what happens.
Let's see if they go back to Lee. They do, and same result. Different player hit him. And it was Wolf Highwind. And it'll be 4th and 1, and Hudson James will be on for the field goal attempt, T-Roy.
And Wolf was howling at the moon there, knowing that he had that opportunity to put an end to this drive. Great tackle to, wait a minute. I spoke too soon. Looks like they could be going for it.
Who knows? It could be the staring contest involving the ritual burning of a timeout, as my father likes to put it. Play clock under 5, and Slider will now call timeout.
I don't know, Colin. Something about Maryland teams in the SFL being very disciplined on 4th and 1. Good job by the Navigators not jumping, forcing the Lincoln Rattlesnakes to call a timeout.
So this will be Hudson James' first field goal attempt of the ball game. To put the host Rattlesnakes up by 3. This is from the right hash. That spot kick is on the way. Good from 46, and Lincoln takes a 3-0 lead over the favored Navigators.
And Colin, that was Hudson James' longest field goal attempt. Of course, this is his 3rd game of his SFL career, but he made a 40-yarder previously. This is now 46. Congrats on your new career-long, Hudson James.
It's got to be a confidence builder for him. And now we'll get our first look at the Annapolis offense, coordinated by Gino McFly. James kicks it away. Returned upfield by Goldie Morrison, who gets tackled at the 30-yard line. And that is where Michael Brown, Chris Grant Jr. will start. They are joined in the backfield by Brad Taylor Wright at fullback, Johan Sunderland, Kenny Hendricks, Goldie Morrison are the wide receivers. Dean Adrian, Quanzel Jones, and Romeo June are the tight ends. Here's to get to Grant Jr. Picks up 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4.
2 yards better than Grant Jr.'s average so far this season. Grant Jr. entering today's action as the league's leading rusher. A good start on this opening possession, gaining 6 yards.
Rookie Burr, Anthony Robertson are the defensive ends. Dimitri Montezuma and Jason Clay are the linebackers. Zachary Hamburger, Anton Joe, Tino Sousa, Vernon Brothers, and Luke Swift are all in the secondary. As that pass is knocked away by Hamburger, it'll be 3rd and 4 for the Navigators.
And that secondary had a chance to put it into that drive. Wasn't successful in that hot potato attempt. Let that ball drop harmlessly to the ground. Huge 3rd and 4 play right here.
Brown is back to throw, fires, catch made. That is number 15, Hendricks, 6'2", 202 pounds, going up for that one and getting his team a first down at the 41.
And that missed opportunity did come back to bite Lincoln on the next play. Great job by Hendricks sustaining that drive on that out route. And the drive continues for the Navigators.
Michael Brown, as Grant Jr. in the backfield, will throw out. Catch made, out of bounds. That is Sutherland. Picks up 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7 at the 44.
Sutherland entering today's action is the Navigators' leading receiver in yards with 70 yards receiving. Still haven't gotten his first touchdown yet, but looking to change that in today's game.
2 tight ends off the one side. Here's to get to Grant Jr. Following his blocks that way, almost picks up a first down. Stopped just short of midfield at the 49. Combo tackle made out there by a couple of guys in brown shirts. And it'll be 3rd and inches.
And just like his counterpart on the opposite side, another great run by Grant. Had a chance to bounce it to the outside and get a first down, but Annapolis will take this 3rd and manageable right here.
They line up with a couple extra tight ends. Grant Jr. gets the first down with ease as he's brought down at the Lincoln 44. Combo tackle made out there. But number 48, Vernon Brothers, was the first to get there from his free safety position.
And the Rattlesnakes need to get ready to see number 45 early and often. He's not the league's leading rusher for nothing. Great run to extend that drive.
He's got Taylor right in front of him at fullback. Grant Jr. gets the ball again and will carry defenders forward. Gets a pickup of 5.
Grant Jr. kind of reminds me of DJ Moses of the Arizona Scorpions. Be able to wear out the opposing defense with punchy runs. Right now, these runs are going 5-6 yards a carry, but eventually it could break a long one.
2nd and 5. Brown under center. This is offset eye. Brown's going to throw. Hit is it. Throw on the release, and it goes up in the air. Incomplete. Pressure applied out there by the front four of Lincoln. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Now, if they go back to that play, hopefully Michael Brown will take a look at his fullback, Brad Taylor Wright. He was wide open with plenty of room to roam. He would have gotten that first down if they threw it to him.
Brown under center with 3 wide. He's back to throw. Has time. Fires down the middle of the field. Too tall. Too tall for the receiver, and it'll be 4th and 5 from the 39. And most likely the Navigators will be forced to punt.
And great job by the D-line, forcing Michael Brown to throw that ball way off target. They're lucky that they got away with not throwing an interception there. Great defense, and they forced a punt by the Rattlesnakes.
Carmichael standing on the other side of the 50. Gets a snap. No rush. Gets it away. Good hang time in the air. This will bounce. It's inside the 5 at the 3.
Hey, great coffin corner punt, Colin. And yeah, that deserves a replay, forcing the Rattlesnakes to have a long field to go to see if they can add on to their 3-0 lead here.
Head coach Chris Britton is pleased with his defense's performance on that last series of downs. Now the offense, they have a ways to go. They're starting from their own 3. Kenny Slider under center. Logan Lee to tailback. Here's to get to Lee. Oh, he didn't get out of the end zone. It'll be a safety.
Stretch play did not work at all, and Wolf Highwind sniffed that play out, and was able to get the safety. So that great punt resulted in 2 points for the Annapolis Navigators after that great tackle for loss by Highwind.
And the punt coming up after the safety. Wolf Highwind, he's going to graduate high school tomorrow. That's one heck of a gift for his team as the defense gets Annapolis on the board. They're now down by 1. The score is now 3-2 after the 2-run homer.
And again, I hate to brag about Maryland, but something about just defenses with the Maryland teams in the SFL that just goes together. Defense in Maryland. Yeah, I'm bragging, sorry.
That's all right. They got plenty of great tradition over there with the Ravens in that other league. That pass is complete out of bounds. Pick up a 5 to the Annapolis 48-yard line. And just like that, the Navigators are in business, T-Roy.
Yes, they are, and they look to capitalize off of that defensive score with the score to own the offense. A great out route for 5 yards is a good start to this drive.
That was Romeo June on the reception. They go 4 wide this time. Single back is Grant Jr.
Look out for that blitz. Backed off.
Quick drop. Throw out to Grant Jr. Unable to make the first guy miss. There's number 91 out there for the Rattlesnakes. Zeus Howard, and it sets up a 3rd and 6.
And it looked like Colin Zeus Howard was going to blitz, but he decided to back off, and a good thing that he did. He was able to hunt down the running back and tackle him for a loss.
4 wide in the shotgun for Brown. Throw over the middle, complete for the first down. Hauled in by number 15 for Annapolis. That is Hendricks for the first down to the 42.
And drive gets to stay alive. Great job by the quarterback. Recognize he has Hendricks right there, that inside route. Perfect thrown pass, great catch. Drive continues.
Here to get the Grant Jr. out of the shotgun. Breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage and picks up 6 yards as he already has 5 carries for 29 yards here in the early going, T-Roy. A shotgun run, you don't see that very much in the majors.
And it looked like I want to give number 24 a shout out, Hamburger, because if he didn't force that run inside, Grant could have had a chance to take it to the house.
He gets the carry again. This time he gets held up in traffic a little bit. No gain on the play. Robertson on the tackle sets up 3rd and 4.
And the Rattlesnakes need to stop him here. Force another punt. Hopefully don't give up any points. Make up for that safety that their offense gave up on the previous possession.
3 wide receivers. Hendricks in the slot to the top of your picture. Grant Jr. offset to the right side. Brown back to throw. Going deep. Oh, no, man! It's caught. Hendricks, touchdown, Annapolis.
Go route that was successful. Looked like the Annapolis Navigator, the Lincoln Rattlesnake defender just mistimed that attempt to pick off the ball right there, and that was just a perfectly thrown pass. Great catch, and that's a touchdown. Annapolis gets to extend their lead here after that great pass.
Luis Mansour on to try the extra point. Ever since that safety, T-Roy, it definitely seems like there's been a big swing of momentum.
And let's give props to Hendrick. That's his first touchdown in the SFLm.
Congratulations, Grant. The extra point is blocked. So it remains 8-3 And Mansour cannot believe what just occurred. There was penetration on the inside, and that kick had no shot at going through.
That was all number 92. He forced the bad snap. He was able to push the center closer to the kicker, and that ball just doinked him right off the head on that one. Great job by the Rattlesnakes to just have a 5-point deficit instead of 6.
Kickoff is away. Gifts on the return. Will cut to his left and will get tackled at the 24. So with 2:06 to go, the Rattlesnakes find themselves trailing. And one big strike at the football.
Let's see if they're going to go back to the running game here. Calm the nerves down of their quarterback. Running backs offset eye, though, so I'm not for sure they're going to run it here.
2 tight ends, one either side, along with 1 receiver either side. And swinging out to Lee, and Lee will gain 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one team strategy that are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, it's football for everyone. Slider in the shotgun with 3 wide, 1 guy in the slot. He's back to throw. Slant over the middle, caught for the first down to the Lincoln 46. And Slider, he's hit 4 of his first 6 passes. Awesome King on the reception.
And that was a perfectly thrown pass, especially when we have a defender, a linebacker, covering that zone. He's not going to be able to get to number 18 on time. Great pass, great job by the quarterback for a perfect throw. And now they are getting closer to the enemy territory.
Now we see the 3-man back set again. 2 guys in front of Logan Lee. They'll give it to Lee straight up the middle. Has to make it cut and only picks up 1 yard.
And good job by Lee just getting 1 yard. Looked like that was going to be a tackle for the loss, but he was able to outrun the defender and get that 1 yard.
Visit the all-new league website presented by Football Shift at simulationfl.net, featuring all of the league highlights, photo galleries, playoff and minor league statistics, leaderboards, community content, and so much more. The all-new league website, simulationfl.net. Slider throws, catch made. It's Richardson falling backwards to the 42 as he hauls that in.
And Richardson's getting more looks in this game. He actually entering today's game with just 2 receptions. He made a great play there. We'll see if Annapolis will be able to get this play off before the end of the quarter.
They will. It'll be a pass. Slider has plenty of time in the pocket. Fires way downfield. And it's almost intercepted. The middle linebacker tipped it. Fullerton was the intended receiver. There's still 1 second left in the corner as Dan Dietrich was covering all the way down the field, T-Roy.
Yeah, he made up from the previous play where he got beat by the wide receiver. He had Butterfingers, however. That should have been caught for interception.
2nd and 10 at the Annapolis 42. Lincoln is trailing 8-3. And they line up with 4 wide, trips to the top. Slider over the middle, one-handed catch made. And that'll be the end of the quarter as Gifts hauls that one in. 8-3 our score. Annapolis in front. You're watching the SFLm on YouTube. Welcome back to Lincoln, Nebraska. As the hometown Rattlesnakes up 8-3 have a first down to start the second quarter. Logan Lee tackled in the backfield. That was on 3rd down. It was tackled in the backfield by Wolf Highwind. His 3rd total tackle this game, T-Roy.
Let's think about it. All his tackles seem to be drive enders. He had 2 that resulted in punt, and he also was responsible for 2 points for the Navigators. He's been on fire so far in today's game.
Here's Gussie on the field to punt. He gets it away, trying to angle it toward the sideline. Turner bobbled it. Looked like he had it in perfect position for just a moment, but he ran a step too far.
I mean, Colin, he could just bat that ball out of bounds and give Lincoln, sorry, not Lincoln, Annapolis poor field position, but instead he decided to just take it into the end zone. Bad luck for the Rattlesnakes.
High formation, Taylor Wright close, Grant Jr. deep. Here's the throw out to Taylor Wright, the fullback, and the big guy rumbles out of bounds for 4 yards as he'll be escorted to the chalk by Clay.
I mean, it's very good to see the fullback getting the ball once in a while, especially on a swing pass. And Brad Taylor Wright has made 4 receptions before today's game. Now that's 5. He's a good receiver out of the backfield.
Got good size for a fullback too. 6'1", 231 as Grant Jr. carrying people on his back gets a first down to the 33 as we cross under 10 minutes to go in the first half.
And one thing about Chris Grant Jr. is that he rarely falls backwards. Every time he gets tackled, he carries the defender for about a couple more yards. Another 5-yard carry, another first down. Like I said before, these carries that start off as 5 yards in the first half could result into 10 and more in the second half.
Tight end flexed out as they line up in the eye again. Brown back to throw. Under pressure, lets it go. Almost intercepted. Almost intercepted. That was Brothers, number 48 out there. Got his hands up in the air to deflect it away. 2nd and 10.
Man, Brothers almost had an interception. Maybe he needed a power up from the Super Mario Brothers to help him, jump a little higher and come down with that catch. 2nd down 10 coming up.
I heard the Magic Stars can do wonders.
Oh, yes, they can.
He probably needed one there. It'll be 2nd and 10. Grant Jr. again on the carry. Swing wide, but only manages to pick up 2 to the 35. It'll be 3rd and 8 for Annapolis. As Joe is in on the tackle.
And great job on that combo tackle. That's what you're going to need to do to stop Grant. 2 people is going to have to bring him down.
Here's Brown back to throw. Will fire down the field. Catch made. What a catch out there by number 84 for Annapolis.
But great patience, Colin, by Brown to be able to find his receiver. The receiver knew he was going to take the shot to the ribs, but he didn't care. He came down with that catch. Very impressive. Kind of reminds me of Mac Chima over there.
That was Kurt Ranger, the number 4 wide receiver, so they're dipping down in the depth chart. They got 4 people out in the pattern. The single back step. Brown back to throw. Has to turn away. It's sack time. Sack time on the play by one of the defensive tackles out there for the Rattlesnakes. Number 75. Out there making the big hit on Brown to get him for a loss.
Number 75, Jamison, was just able to power through that O-line and force a 5-yard loss on the play. That should help out Lincoln. We'll see if they can capitalize off of that on this 2nd and long.
Back to midfield they go. Brown over the middle, catch made. That'll get back a lot of it. Catch made out there by Hendricks, the man who had the touchdown reception earlier. Sets up a 3rd and 6.
And it's now a manageable 3rd down 6. If it wasn't for that sack, it would have been a 1st down. For the Rattlesnakes, they need to get off the field here and get their offense back on the field. An important 3rd down for the defense.
Here's Brown back to throw. Fires. First down catch made. and broken tackle as he's ushered out of bounds to the chalk. That is number 17, Morrison, Goldie Morrison, the two-way player from Jacksonville, comes up with the first.
Yeah, man, if Morrison had just a little bit more room to roam, would have been able to turn up the field and got a touchdown, but they'll take that first down there.
Offset I formation, 3 wide for Annapolis just to get to Grant Jr., and he'll pick up 2 to the 30-yard line. We'll bring up a 2nd and 8. The SFL convention is coming to Cincinnati, Ohio, July 28th through the 30th for the season 21 kickoff weekend. For room reservations and details and the weekend schedule, see the #convention alerts channel in the SFL Discord server. Rooms are going fast and some have already sold out. Reserve your special group rate today. We'll see you there. T-Roy, I can't wait to meet you in person, man. It'll be a lot of fun.
I can't wait to meet you
Picks up
too.
on the scramble, but he's hit late. Let's see what the flag is about.
Yeah, you already said it. That's going to be a late hit, and it's going to cost them more yards.
15 additional yards in addition to the scramble. Number 92, man who was flagged on the penalty. And again, this backbreaking stuff continues to happen for the Rattlesnakes. He just came in unblocked, and most thought he wasn't down.
That's a frustration tackle right there. That's a frustration penalty. He had a chance to sack him and completely whiff, and he was like, nah, you're going to pay for making me miss. But instead, he makes his team pay with that costly penalty.
Here's Brown back to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown is made out there. Johan Sunderland, number 13, hauls it in on the beautiful slant pass from Michael Brown.
And that's like a type of dot that I usually see Jack Wigmore of the Vultures throwing it to Ivory Irvin, or even Mac Chima, who's on the other side of the field for the Rattlesnakes. That was a perfectly thrown pass, only to where his receiver Southern can make the catch, and the lead extends for the Navigators. Excuse me.
Let's see if the extra point operation can go smoothly. Remember, they had one block last time. This time the protection holds, and it's now 15-3 with 6:15 to go in the first half of play. And T-Roy gains. It is going to be really difficult for the Rattlesnakes to come back unless they can come up with something big.
Well, it does. Hey, well, great time for something big to happen right now on this kick return. We'll see if special teams can get the offense going for the Rattlesnakes.
Here's Lewis with the kickoff to Gifts from about the 10. Spins up the middle. They'll still get good field position. Short of the 30, they'll mark them at the 28.
And Colin, the Rattlesnakes running game hasn't been working the way they would like today. We'll see. Well, like today's, or at least so far, we'll see if they can get that going. 6 minutes, 11 seconds, no time, no need to abandon the running game now, but it needs to get started right now.
I formation. Logan Lee on the carry. Will get tackled in the backfield for a loss. Defensive lineman and end just came on through untouched and able to tackle the running back for a loss of 1.
Good job by Anthony Robertson making sure that Lee didn't break that first tackle. If Lee would have broken that tackle, he would have gotten the first down.
Actually, that was Justin Petersburg, the other defensive tackle, lined up with Forbes. As Lee gets it again, this time we'll get to the 30 and it'll set up 3rd and 8, T-Roy. And you don't want to be in those kind of situations. Wolf Highwind gets another tackle.
Wolf's been on fire, but let's see if this offense can get. They'll have to resort in the passing game. I see trips to the right. We'll see if they're gonna actually throw it to the top instead.
Slider over the middle, caught first down. They went to the single receiver side just as you thought. T-Roy Fullerton hauls it in for a first down to the 40.
And Fullerton goes by the nickname, I believe, Easy Money, and that was an easy catch. He was able to ignore that bump by the defender, make the catch, and extend a drive. That is a well-needed third down conversion.
I mean, he's 6'4", 208 pounds, so he has a very big catching radius. Again, they come out in the same formation as before. Slider back to throw. This time they'll go deeper, and Fullerton with another great catch to the Annapolis 38-yard line.
Too easy. He didn't care. There was like 3 or 4 defenders surrounding him. Fullerton comes away with another great catch. And hey, Lincoln seems to be doing a good job here on offense with the passing game.
Slider back to throw again. Has to duck out of some pressure.
Oh,
He ran out of time, and he'll get sacked for loss of 1 back to the 40.
I mean, he showed little signs of Ben Roethlisberger or Patrick Mahomes or even Joe Burrow avoiding those potential sacks, but he should have ran the ball like them too so he can get some yards. Instead, it's a loss of 1.
Trips to the bottom, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Throw to that trip side. It's Mawson King. Tackled out of bounds at the 35 by Eamon Egan. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And that name sounds familiar. That two-way player from Carolina. He helped Carolina open up the can of whip up on my team last season.
Throw over the middle. Richardson with a nice catch on the slant. Gets to the 25. It'll be a 1st down on 3rd down.
And Lincoln's trying to get their 2nd receiving touchdown of the season. So far, Mawson King is the only player with a receiving touchdown for the Rattlesnakes. They're trying to change that here, especially when there's no backs in the backfield.
They go trips to the bottom. The tight end, Richardson, is also an option. Slider back to throw, steps, throws, and incomplete. That's that inside linebacker again playing deep in coverage, T-Roy.
Now he's doing better. Dietrich's doing better with pass deflections, but sooner or later, he's going to come away with the interception. You don't want to keep testing that guy.
Logan Lee, he's been awfully quiet so far, but he's always dangerous. You never know when he's going to pop off. Here is the stretch play to Lee. Lee to the 20, to the 10. He's in. Touchdown, Lincoln.
Forget about commentators' curse. How about commentators' luck? You called that, Colin. It's like you gotta be ready for that guy to pop off. He showed us the run that's very similar to Warren Murray. Be able to shove off that tackler, show the speed to get into the end zone. Number 25 for the Navigators wasn't strong enough to bring him down. And a great drive to get the Rattlesnakes back into the game. And you can credit John Fullerton extending those drives with those early receptions. Logan Lee was able to finish it off with that touchdown run.
James on for the extra point to make it a 5-point deficit. Snap, spot, kick is good. It is now 15-10 with 2:41 to go in the first half. Like the game so far, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There's no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLm action and help the channel grow through your support. Thank you for helping the SFL reach 10 years of operation through your viewership. James kicks it away, and the return by, I believe that's Morrison, get tackled at the 20.
Now, we'll see if the Rattlesnakes defense can force an early 3-and-out and give their offense another opportunity to put points on the board. That safety is looming large. It could be a 3-point deficit if that safety didn't happen earlier in the game.
Trips to the top as they go 4 wide. Michael Brown in the shotgun next to Grant Jr. He'll throw it, outcut catch made. to the 26-yard line. That's Sutherland. It'll be 2nd and 4. From 26 as we're fast approaching the 2-minute warning.
If I'm Annapolis, I would not snap this ball. Let this clock go.
Ooh, they do snap it before the 2-minute warning, and Grant Jr. is stopped a yard short of the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning. You're watching the SFLm on YouTube. Colin Northrop, T-Roy Gaines in the booth with you as we get set for a 3rd and 2 by the Annapolis Navigators, up by 5. Here's to get a Grant Jr. swinging wide, gets the first down and more. Great block by Taylor Wright, the fullback, able to spring Grant Jr. for the first down.
And I fought for Annapolis running that play before the 2-minute warning. May cost them if they would have gotten stop on that play. But instead, the great blocking and the great running by Grant helped extend this drive and may burn off some time before the end of the first half.
Quarterback rating over 100. 2 passing touchdown couple for Brown as Grant Jr. Ooh, they say John Fullerton went out of the game early with cramps. We didn't see T-Roy. He says they will return. Jason Clay on the stop on Grant Jr.
Yeah, there was no sign of Fullerton showing that he had cramps, but hopefully he'll return soon. Ooh!
Grant Jr. stopped in the backfield for a loss of 2, and now the Navigators realize, oh crap, the clock's running, and call timeout with 64 seconds left.
Yeah, I know there have been earlier times so I could have said that, but finally, I'm going to mention it. Grant Jr. got taken to the shadow realm there with that hit. Got to keep his head on the swivel. We'll see if Annapolis can extend this drive here on this 3rd and 12.
From the 39, they need to get just past the 50 for a first down, and they get the Grant Jr., so it looks like they're just content to run the rest of this clock and to go up in the locker room up by 5, T-Roy.
I will call a timeout right now. This could be an opportunity for them to at least get a field goal attempt. They're wasting a lot of time. I don't agree with this lack of calling timeouts by Lincoln.
On a Lincoln perspective, absolutely. The clock just continues to dwindle away as if it were sands in an hourglass. We get a super chat that says, congrats, Wolf Nav Nation, $4.99 from Amen England. Congratulations. As the clock is now stopped at 15 seconds left. 1st and 10 for the Rattlesnakes at their own 26.
And Colin, that's just poor time management. They could have gave themselves plenty of time to at least get down the field for a field goal attempt. But hey, crazier things that's happened in the SFL. We'll see what happens here.
Quick drop. Slider up middle. Knocked down again. There's that middle linebacker, Menace. Knocking another one down. That's probably his 4th, maybe his 5th, T-Roy.
Yeah, they keep testing him, but I'm telling you, you don't want to. He eventually going to come down for interception and put it into your drive and your hopes to win this game. They got to stop testing number 52.
He's to give up the middle to Lee. And Lee, one of his better runs we've seen. Clock is under 5 seconds, and they call timeout with 3.
I know if you're a fan of the Rattlesnakes, you're not happy with the time management by the offense, and hopefully Mike All won't be getting in the grill of his quarterback here. Yeah, Slyer's thinking the same thing too.
They line up with 3 people in the backfield. If you're going to do that, why didn't you just let the clock run down? This is Lee on the carry. He's got room. Only gets to the 45. And the Rattlesnakes will go in the locker room down by 5, 15-10. As we get another look at here at this run by Lee.
I mean, that was a great run, but, you know, Annapolis was content to let him get as many yards as possible without giving up any points. A strange end to the first half in terms of time management and play calling by the Rattlesnakes, but they're not out of this yet, Colin, only trailing by 5.
Well, as we get a look at our halftime statistics here, the statistical comparison's pretty close across the board in terms of total yards and passing yards in particular. Lincoln got on the board first with a field goal to go up 3-0. And then things kind of took a bit of a strange twist from there. Logan Lee tackled by Wolf Highwind right here in the end zone for safety T-Roy, and you could really feel, starting with that play, that momentum was starting to shift.
Yeah, and it jump-started with that safety, and then it continued with this touchdown pass, the first one of number 15's SFL career, Kenny Hendricks, and it seemed like just the Annapolis Navigators offense was able to capitalize off the misfortunes of the Rattlesnakes. But in spite of that, the Rattlesnakes was able to score a touchdown at the end of the first half. Could have had more points if they managed the clock better, but this touchdown run here by Lee, a great one there, even break the tackle attempt with the greatest of ease. And again, the end zone, and only trailing by 5. But again, if that safety didn't happen, they'll be trailing by 3. And they could have had a chance to be trailing by 1 if they, or 2, excuse me, if they would have marched down the field, got a field goal attempt.
You got to think about this too, T-Roy. It's a 5-point lead, but if you're Annapolis, it could have been a 6-point lead, if not for a extra point count awry immediately after the Hendricks touchdown. Hudson James to kick away to Goldie Morrison, who fields this from about his 10-yard line up the middle. He gets knocked down at about the 30, but we got a flag down, T-Roy. Let's see what this is about. Oh, we got a hold by number 13. I think that's Sutherland. We'll move the ball back to the 20-yard line.
He caught a touchdown pass in the end of the second quarter, excuse me. But his undisciplined play there will negate a great return and make it a 1st and 10 at the 20 when it could have been a little bit further up the field.
1st and 10 from the 20. Michael Brown under center. With 4 people on the pattern. He's back to throw. Fires, has a man wide open on the slant. That is June, the tight end, split out wide as a wide end. And that'll be 1st down to 38, 137 yards now for Michael Brown through the air.
And we just saw it before that pass was thrown. There was a blitz by the Rattlesnakes linebacker, number 55, and he was not able, that was Jason Clay, by the way, he was not able to get to the quarterback in time, allowing that 1st down play to take place. Great job by the O-line giving their quarterback some time.
Brown has 2 backs behind him. He's back to throw again. Pumps. Now he goes to the other side. Nice footwork made on the play. That is Morrison, number 17, hauls in and pickup of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Have you ever wanted to be the play-by-play or analyst broadcaster in a live SFL game? The SFL is looking for passionate SFL participants or viewers like you who want to join the team for the minor league season and ahead of season 21's kickoff in July. Please visit simulationfl.net/broadcasting for more details on how you can get involved and get your voice on a call. Grant Jr. stopped by number 55, Clay. That'll be 3rd and 3 set up to
And that's one of those rare instances where only one player is needed to take down Grant. Great open field tackle by Jason Clay, forcing this 3rd and 3. Now let's see if the Rattlesnakes defense can stop him here.
Defensive coordinator Jason Peace says we got to get home on the blitzes. It's an interception. Michael Brown threw it right to Joe, the corner. Antone Joe going up for the skies. He said reach for the skies as he plucked that one out of the air.
And man, he mossed the defender. He went sky high to get that much needed INT. And it seems like if your dad was here, Colin, the Rickometer will probably be in the Rattlesnakes' favor right now.
Yeah, it definitely would be lean Lincoln. It sliders back to throw out an empty set. Richardson on the slant over the middle, first down to the 42. So Jason Peace, his defense, sets up Mac Chima's led offense, and his first play call is a pass to Richardson.
And me knowing my teammate like I do, he loves to run the ball, but I'm very pleasantly surprised that he's trying to get this passing game going, be a more well-balanced offense.
Here's a deep drop by Slider. And almost intercepted twice. There's that man again, T-Roy. Number 52, Dan Dietrich, as twice initially tipped it in the air.
Hey, look
Actually
at that.
said it was Will Stern.
Hey, look at the hops at number 43 there. He really laid out to at least tip that ball, get that tip drill started for the Navigators. Didn't work out in their favor. Lincoln is very lucky that wasn't picked off. As one of their coaches saying, put some power under them throws. Otherwise, yeah, that would have been a touchdown.
2nd and 10 now. They line up with 3 people in the backfield. Outside blitz being shown. Slider will throw it out to Lee. Lee trying to make something happen. 2 spins. Broken tackle. First down. All on his own. He says, I'll do it myself. I don't need any blockers.
That was a great BDG Hollywood impression there from Logan Lee. Just like BDG, Logan Lee likes to put people in the spin cycle. Made 2 men miss and then carry a couple more defenders for the first down. A great run after the catch, and they're getting close to the other side of the field.
That was Luke Schreiner, number 32. The first man he made missed. And Gunny agrees with you, T-Roy. Gonna remind him of BTG. Also reminds me of BTG. Logan Lee is gonna score. Touchdown, Lincoln.
Wow. The power, the body control to not lose his balance, and the speed to take it to the house. A great display of running by Logan Lee as we see the replay again. That was a BDG Hollywood type juke. Definitely confused a couple of defenders there. They didn't even want to attempt to make a tackle. I don't know what they were looking at. Logan Lee with a great run, and now the momentum still on Lincoln's side with the chance to go up by 2.
This is an important extra point. Give them a little bit more breathing room than just 1. From the foot of Hudson James. Now, spot kick is on the way. It's good. So with 8:16 left in the 3rd, it is now 17-15. The Rattlesnakes out in front.
The momentum's clearly on the side of the team whose colors match my high school's colors. Brown and gold, the Rattlesnakes. Great run, great job by the defense setting it up for that huge touchdown there. And now it's the Navigators who are reeling. We'll see how they respond here, Colin.
Is Morrison on the return? Ooh, he got lit up like a Christmas tree at the 27-yard line, and that's where the Navigators will start. Michael Brown looks to shake off the negative experience of throwing an interception. He's been good so far this game, T-Roy, but let's see how he bounces back.
And look at Chris Grant Jr. We're not used to him averaging 3.8. We'll see if he can turn it up here in the second half.
Here's to get to Grant Jr. Has plenty of room. First down to the 40. He's up over the 50. Almost broke a tackle. The guy held on his back and brought him down at the 45. That was number 22, Tito Dosa. As Grant Jr. explodes, he says, I see you, Logan Lee. Here's my attempt.
And if he had an opportunity to bust it to the left instead of making that jump closer to the middle of the field, Grant would still be running, to be honest with you. But that is a great play, a much-needed offensive explosion type play by Grant to help hopefully jumpstart the offense of the Navigators.
We got a shotgun formation, trips to the bottom, 4 wide and total as Brown something the other way is Hamburger, and nobody will catch him. Touchdown, Lincoln. My goodness, a pick 6.
And somebody in the chat, that's Doug Day, called it a pick 6. Now a time for pick 6, and that's what happened. Hamburger read him like a book. Says, give me that. Catch me stealing. And they won't catch him stealing. He was off to the races. He got himself a pick 6. And my, oh my, the Rattlesnakes, they're on fire.
Head coach Chris Britt, he's happy about that one.
And Hamburger should be happy too, Colin. That's his first pick 6 of his career.
Oh, congratulations to that young man. Now I know what he's going to be dressed for Halloween next year. He's going to be the Hamburglar. It's the extra point by Hudson James is up and good. And just like that, T-Roy, it is now 24-15 in a flash.
Man, if we had that Rickometer, I think it might be completely broken on the Lincoln side. It's totally turned around after the Navigators scored their 15-point. The Rattlesnakes just took control of the game. And man, the Navigators need to make something happen in the worst way.
Return up to the 29 by Morrison. This summer you can play the SFL video game on the go on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus emulator for 4K23 in the palm of your hand. Order your Retroid today at Retroid.com, search SFL, or through the all-new league website at simulationfl.net. Retroid, the official console of the SFL. T-Roy, I can't wait. I saw the tutorial come out today. I'm excited for that. As Brown over the middle misses Sunderland, incomplete of the second down.
Great job by the secondary, making sure that Southern did not get to that pass in time. But Colin, just to go off of what you say, I'm very excited too. I just got my Retroid yesterday, and I just can't wait to get my hands on the SFL's first video game with the 4K23. 4K23, excuse me.
Yeah, it's definitely something worth checking out. The price is pretty reasonable for a device like that. As Brown has that pass knocked down at the line of scrimmage by Jason Clay. My goodness. And they look at the vertical on that guy.
Right, you're not used to linebackers, putting their paws on the ball. They usually are blitzing or covering. But Clay had the wherewithal to put his hands up and deflect that pass and forcing a very less manageable third down.
We get an empty backfield. Brown, medium drop, throws, catch. No! Hamburger broke that up. He was looking for Sunderland. And the Navigators will now be forced to punt as their momentum has run aground, T-Roy.
Yeah, you can see one of their players, Wolf Highwind, he's a little shocked himself. What is happening right now? The Navigators had a great start to the game, scoring 15 points. And right now what's happening is that the Rattlesnakes just struck and took the momentum back to their side with a chance to extend their lead coming up.
Oh boy. Gibbs was leveled on the return. He must not have invited his tackle into a barbecue or something.
Yeah, if one of our fellow broadcast members was here, Damon Simeon, he would say, "You are fixing barbecue and didn't invite us. Hurt our feelings." And I'm kind of hungry right now, so my feelings are hurt after that barbecue hit that I just saw.
Here's Slider back to throw. Swings it out to Logan Lee. Lee, nice spin move. Broken tackle. Will extend forward for the first down. I tell you, T-Roy, he may look like BDG Hollywood, but at times he's looking like Ezekiel Love from Portland.
Yes, Ezekiel, BDG Hollywood, Robert Redford, Warren Murray, you name him. That's what he looked like on that play. That spin move was executed to perfection. It looked like in the defender's eyes, he split into two. The defender made the wrong choice and gone after the shadow and after the person who was carrying the ball. Great play by Lee after that catch.
There's Lee on the carry stretch this time. Gets a couple of blocks and will charge ahead to the 47. He's up to 108. That, matching the total he had all of last game, T-Roy.
Yeah, and look at this. He made a great play. That was a first down. But if he didn't spin on that one and just bounce it to the offside, he would have had even more yards. But a great run on first down. It's now 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 from the 47. Lee again on the carry. And now I think Logan's starting to get tired. Wolf Highwind brought him down for a loss of 1 to set up a 3rd and 3. And it looks like the defense is going to have to make their stand here.
They need to. Right now, the momentum's clearly on the side of the brown and gold. Annapolis has to force a stop here and give their offense a chance to go down the field and get some points, but they need to stop right now in the worst way.
3 wide. Nickel defense here's to get to Lee. He doesn't make the first down. He got 2, but he needed 3. And the stop the Navigators needed, they get.
It looked like Logan Lee was kind of tired, dazed. He was like dancing around after he got up from that hit. Legan should have went to someone else instead of giving the ball 4 or 5 straight times to Logan Lee there.
Great play call there by J.W. Hartshorn. His defense, they've been put in adverse situations at times, but they came up with a big play there. And that'll be a touchback into the end zone as the ball comes out to the 20.
Now, they need to rely on their own running back, Grant, to help their quarterback, Brown, to be a little bit more calm and a little bit more relaxed. They need to take the pressure off of Brown, feed the ball to Grant. Heck, even give the ball to Taylor Wright as well. Get the running backs involved here in this drive.
Here's Brown back to throw, 7-step drop. Down he goes. It's sack time. Not what they needed. Michael Jamison, his 2nd sack of the ball game. All the way back to the 12.
That's not how you want to start the drive. And Jamison didn't care about number 67 at all. That's the 2nd time he powered through the center. 2nd time he was able to get a sack for a loss. And put him. Now, here's what Annapolis needs to do. Just get as many yards as they can. They don't have to get the full 18 right now. Get as much as they can and make it a more third and manageable.
High formation. Now the tight end is in line instead of flexed out. 6-step drop. Now they run a little out to Morrison. They get 4 of those yards back. It'll be 3rd and 14 now.
If he would have thrown that pass earlier, Brown, to Morrison, Morrison will probably have an opportunity to turn up the field and make a huge play. He could have gotten the first down on that play, to be honest with you. But bad timing on that pass. Now it's a 3rd and long. We'll see if Annapolis can convert here.
They go 4 wide, 2 to either side. Grant, sidecar, right. Grant Jr., that is. Brown Oh, catch made. That is Sutherland. He's been targeted a lot today. He's unable to haul in his last few grabs, and Michael Brown that time was able to find him with not a Brown jersey defender in the area.
Yep, they lost track of Sutherland. Sutherland makes up for his previous mistake and helps extend this drive, and that could be the play that helped jumpstart this offense of the Navigators here.
It's throwing for 170 yards now. So he lines up with two receivers to the bottom. Grant Jr. gets a carry this time, and he will plow ahead for only a 2-yard gain. I think that was Jason Clay on the tackle, number 55.
That was, and it looks like Grant was able to truck one person, but Clay was there ready to clean up what his fellow teammate wasn't able to do. It was still a 2-yard gain.
I formation. Deep back is Grant Jr. Brown back to throw. Clean pocket. Throws, and it's a little too far for Morrison, who got laid out. 3rd down and 8.
And one of the worst things you can do as a quarterback is set up your wide receiver for a butt whooping. And that's what Brown unintentionally did. He threw that pass into no man's land, and his receiver paid for it. 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 8. Brown over the middle, catch made. That is Morrison to the Lincoln 45, and Goldie Morrison comes up with a golden play that time.
And I don't know what the cornerback was doing. I guess he got caught looking in the backfield, allowing Morrison to be able to cut inside and make the catch, and then a nice delivered pass by Brown just to make sure that Morrison doesn't get destroyed after he made the catch. Good job by Brown there.
4 wide, including 2 tight ends. To the outside, Brown nearly got hit as he let it go to Grant Jr. Lost a yard, but T-Roy, that could have been a lot more.
Yeah, that could have been a sack. Good job by the quarterback, Brown, just getting that pass off. If I were Grant, that'll probably be the one time I will purposely just let that ball fall harmlessly to the turf. The ref was not going to call a penalty against y'all.
Welcome, John Marine, in the chat. Happy to have you here. As the 2nd and 11 from Michael Brown, out of bounds to Sutherland. He gets the 1st down to the Lincoln 35.
Now, at one point, the term GOAT meant a bad thing, as in they were bums. But now GOAT means a great thing. And right now, Sutherland's being the GOAT of this drive. Another 3rd down conversion. Great job by Sutherland as we got another 1st and 10, and they're in field goal range.
The I-form Jokers. Here's to get to Grant Jr. up the middle. Meets Hamburger in the hole. Picks up 4 yards, though.
Now, if I were Grant Jr., I'll try to run smart, not trying to truck somebody. Go ahead and bounce it to the outside, give yourself more yards, and take less punishment and wear out the defense from trying to chase you.
Now they line up in the same formation again. This time receiver flips to the bottom. Grant Jr. Unable to do anything that time. Dimitri Montezuma. And on the tackle, Grant Jr. up to 91 yards on 19 carries.
Yeah, they're definitely feeding Grant Jr. the ball. But the defense of the Rattlesnakes has done a decent job preventing Grant from going off, the league's leading rusher.
4 wide in the shotgun. Michael Brown back to throw, pumps, throws, tipped in, incomplete. Montezuma almost had it on the 2nd tip, and Mansour will be on for the field goal attempt from about 48 yards, it looks like.
And Colin, it almost looked like Kenny Hendricks had a chance to catch the ball off the ricochet there. Didn't come up with it. And as you said, the Navigators going to sell for a field goal attempt, a much needed points to come on the board.
109 to go in the third. Snap, spot, kick, and Mansour is good from 48. What a big leg on the kicker there. It's now 24-18.
Kind of reminds me of what I hope to be a future Hall of Famer. He reminds me of Shark Tarkington making that long field goal attempt. Cut the lead down to 6. Now we'll see if the Rattlesnakes defense and special teams can, the Navigators defense and special teams can prevent Lincoln from making any plays here in this upcoming drive.
Gibbs on the return. It's knocked down at the 28. Luce apparently has a very unique nickname. They call him Frog Legs, his teammates and coaches do.
Now, I wonder why they call him Frog Legs. Have they forced him to feel so froggy that he's going to jump at him? I don't know.
.61 seconds left to go in the quarter as Slider fires out. Here's Mossam King, picks up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. That's his 4th catch for 45 yards. Timothy Mossam King. And it's certainly going on the all-name team in the majors when he gets drafted. Heading into 21.
And quick scoring update of the other game taking place right now. Madison is leading San Jose 17-10 at the beginning of the third quarter.
Interesting. Let's see if San Jose can bounce back. They lost a close game to Ottawa last week. Oh! Gifts tackled just short of the first down. And we are visited once again by a very distinguished friend of mine, T-Roy. Mr. Inches has paid us a visit here for this third down.
Thanks to Nick twice bringing Mr. Inches to the party with that great tackle. We'll see if Nick can get this third down. No, they can't. Ooh.
They cannot. Ooh, what a big hit on the play by number 99 out there at defensive end. That is Petersburg. And Gussie will be on for the punt. We reached the end of the third quarter. Put you forward. 86 and 12. 68's up in the chat. You're watching the SFLm on YouTube. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. As the return by Morrison gets up to 31, they're down by 6. Colin Northup, T-Roy Gaines up here in the broadcast booth with you. T-Roy, now things are really going to get interesting.
Yes, they are. And now we'll see if the Navigators can get Mr. Grant going here. He's now back to 4.8 yards rushing per carry. Let's see if they get him involved right now.
Grant Jr. up the middle. Explodes for one of his better runs we've seen it in some time. Picks up 9.
Yeah, first time in a while we saw Grant Jr. go up the middle and get 9 yards. That's a great job by the O-line and by his lead blocker, his fullback, Taylor Wright. Grant had an easy time getting that 9 yards.
Now they line up with 3 tight ends out of the eye. Here's to get to Grant Jr. again. Picks up the first down to the 42.
And Colin, there's a certain college football broadcaster. I'm not for sure we're now allowed to name a name, but he's an old school broadcaster. And one of the things I remember him saying is, follow the fullback, he will lead you to the action. And that's what Taylor Wright did. He opened up the hole, allowing Grant Jr. to get that first down.
Now the shotgun is Brown. He's back to throw. Steps now. Off platform throw. And the catch is somehow made by Johan Sunderland.
That was a very clutch play but I'm not for sure if the defender helped him make that play. I believe that was number 23 that basically assisted Southern in making that 4-yard catch. But hey, the Navigators will take it.
Up to 60 yards now. 6 grabs for Sunderland. 2nd and 6. Brown back to throw. Fires. Catch made by the tight end. That is Romeo. And it'll be 3rd down and inches once again, T-Roy.
And Hamburger said to Romeo, "You are a month too early right now. It's not June. It's still May. You're going to take this trip to the shower realm after that punishing hit."
I see what you did there, T-Roy. Grant Jr. picks up the 1st down and carries guys on his back to the Lincoln 43-yard line. And Grant Jr. is now starting to get these big chunks.
Ooh, sorry, Colin. And Grant Jr., does he kind of remind you of like Corey Dillon, a clock killer, especially in the 4th quarter? Just be able to bring the pain and wear out the defense to help his team win the game.
Here's Grant Jr. again up the middle. Picks up 2. Corey Dillon for sure comes to mind if you're talking more contemporary guys. It's the Derrick Henry types in the world. We haven't seen the big running ability from Grant Jr., but we've seen that burst at times that you can see Henry get. Here's Grant Jr. again, 2nd man through the hole. Just grinding, muscling his way to the 37 to set up a 3rd and 3, and he's now up to 114 yards now, T-Roy.
So let's see. That's unofficially giving them 415 for the season. A great game and great start to this season for Grant Jr., but we'll see if they're going to pass it here on 3rd and 3.
Here's Grant Jr. again, and they went to the well one too many times. Montezuma tackles him in the backfield for a loss of 1.
And that's one of the things that cost both teams, going to the well one too many times than they should have. That should have been a passing play. Their star running back was getting tired, and it may cost them. But we'll see if they can put Lincoln in bad field position here with another coffin corner punt.
This punt will be fielded at the 13. It'll only get up to the 15.
I know that punter was feeling kind of disappointed, but that could have ended up a lot worse than it did. Great job giving with that hang time, allowing his special teammates to come down and lay the pain on the Rattlesnakes returner.
3 people in the backfield, including Logan Lee. He gets the ball and loses 2 yards. That's been a microcosm of his day for large chunks of it, T-Roy.
Yeah, sometimes he gets tackled for a loss, and other times he was able to break a long one. That actually kind of reminds me of a former NFL running back, Barry Sanders. Sometimes he gets tackled for a loss, and other times breaks a long one.
Here's Slider. Throws complete and knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line is John Fullerton. He's been clutch today, T-Roy, for this ball club.
Yeah, that's easy money. He's going to be carrying a couple of defenders for extra yards. Great effort after that catch to get that 1st down after a poor start to the opening play of this drive.
1st and 10 at the 25. Clock running, 6:23 in count. I formation, 3 wide receivers. Nickel 3-3 defense from Annapolis is Lee. Ooh, he got lit up like a Christmas tree by Stern at the 30 after picking up 5 yards.
Now give Logan Lee some credit. He got right back up and got in the face of Stern after taking that Shadow Realm sending hit. Nice 5-yard gain to start this down distance.
2nd and 5 from the 30. Blitz being shown by the outside backers. They don't come with it. Lee up the middle. First down to the 40.
Yeah, don't spin yourself to get dizzy there, Logan Lee, but that's another great run. I would love to see if he would have done a little juke instead of a spin there, be able to bounce it outside, but Stern was having none of that spin cycle there. But another first down for the Navigators, and what's even more important, Colin, is that clock continues to melt away.
Footbacks, 3 wide receivers. Standard pro set as Kenny Slider changes the play. 7-step drop, steps, hit as he throws, lets it go, and it's all over everybody's head. Incomplete, looking for Blossom King, but it falls to the turf.
Ah, man, that was a dangerous pass by Slider. Very lucky that I believe that was Stern in coverage. Wasn't even close to that pass. Otherwise, that would have been disastrous for the Rattlesnakes.
Clock stopped at 5:12. Here's to get to Logan Lee up the middle.
Nice.
And grinds ahead for 7 yards. That's Stern on the tackle, and Lee is feeling his energy right now.
He's getting jiggy with it, Colin. And that was a nice little juke to help him get more yards and make this a more manageable 3rd and 3. But this is huge for the Navigators. They must stop him here so they give their offense more time to at least potentially come and make a play. Make a drive-winning score. Woo!
Make the play as that's blown up in the backfield. And there's a guy whose name we haven't called in a while, number 52. That's the middle linebacker, or was that?
Yeah, it was 52.
That was 52. That man who's been nothing but a thorn in the side of Lincoln, Dietrich, makes the critical TFL, combining with another defender. And the Rattlesnakes will be forced to punt this away as the clock winds toward under 4 minutes. Morrison gets lit up like a red light, stopping traffic at the 22-yard line.
Oh, they are bringing the pain here. See, folks who are watching this is their first time watching the SFLm. We got great doctors here, so even it looked like we could have been taking concussions from these hits, they will definitely nurse us back to health for the next game.
For sure, as Brown is back to throw, throws off to Grant Jr. Move forward, was lucky to get one, and here we go with the hurry-up, T-Roy.
I like to see him throw that ball with momentum on the side on that previous play.
Here's Brown.
There we go.
Right over the middle. Morrison on the reception to the 37.
If I'm leaking, I know they want this pass to be incomplete right here. Oh, there you go.
And it is incomplete. Out of bounds. Grant Jr. unable to haul it in, and it's probably for the best T-Roy.
Yeah, it was, and it'll also be for the best of the Rattlesnakes because right there, it looked like the Navigators found a great play to march down the field with, but a bad throw put it into that, and now they got to switch it up, and looks like they got trips to the right.
Now they go bunch. We haven't seen this from the Navigators yet. Brown, 3-step drop, slant over the middle, catch made. Sutherland will be a yard short. That was a pickup of 9, 3rd and 1 from the 45.
And this is a very important drive. The Navigators have a chance to march down the field and take the lead here if they can score a touchdown. A very important 3rd down coming up for the Navigators.
Here's the get to Grant Jr. He doesn't get there. Stumped behind the line by that menace Jameson, number 75. And that sets up a 4th and 2, and this is for all the marbles, T-Roy.
Yeah, I agree with it. I would have gone for it myself, but they have to convert right now.
Quick drop by Brown.
Oh.
He's gonna go down in a heap. They're sacked. Jameson. That's his third. And with 2:34 to go, it looks like the Rattlesnakes will knock off the Navigators, but there's still some time to go, but they're in very good position to do so.
And unfortunately, there's a little hesitation there. Looks like Brown had a chance to throw it in the middle, but he decided to wait a couple seconds longer and pay for it. Now it's up to the Navigators defense to make a huge stop.
Here's Logan Lee on the carry.
Uh-oh.
Gets past everybody. There he goes to the 20, to the 19. And it becomes more difficult, especially with that play right there, as Lee just weaved through everyone.
Push come to shove. They're in field goal range right now, so they can make it a 2-score ball game if they don't turn the ball over. But they're looking for 6 right now, Colin.
And they will not snap it before the 2-minute warning. You're watching the SFLm on YouTube. First and 10 from the 19. 2 minutes to go in this ball game. And the Lincoln Rattlesnakes currently in the catbird seat, up by 6. Logan Lee on the carry. Lee has plenty of room, picks up 5 as Annapolis calls their first time out with 1:57 to go. Hey, don't leave the broadcast without joining our Discord server. There's so much more to do in the SFL than just being a player. Check out our content for teams and about the league created by the community. Participate in pick'em games, play SFL fantasy football, and test your skills in the survivor pool. To join our server, visit www.simulationfl.net and click the Join Now button near the top of the page. The SFL Community 2000 Strong will see you there. Logan Lee has the first down. Almost a touchdown to the 1. And that should put a bow on things as Annapolis burns their second timeout.
One or two things about to happen here. Either they're going to basically melt some clock away and kick a field goal, or they're going to punch it in for 6. This looks like it's going to be Rattlesnakes game set and match here with that great running by Logan Lee. Looks like they're going to try to score here.
Yeah, they do. Annapolis does have one timeout left, so I think they want to make sure they dot all their I's and cross all their T's as Lee tries to get in the end zone and does. Touchdown.
That will do it. Great run by Logan Lee, carrying a defender into the end zone for 6 and help ice the game for the Rattlesnakes, barring any miracle. Oh, that didn't look like he crossed the line there.
The booth says, bows down and says, wait a minute, I don't think he got in.
Yeah, after that replay column, doesn't look like that ball crossed the line.
This should be a quick review.
After review, the player did cross the plane. Second down.
He did not break the plane, as my father would say. And it is still, for the moment, 24-18.
Oh, I feel bad for Lee, but after looking at that first replay, it was very clear he did not cross the line. However, this can still work in the Rattlesnakes' favor because this next play should run out a little bit of the clock. It may result in a touchdown.
Oh, lit on the goal line. And
there you go.
Goes in standing up.
You see Lee there. He was probably pointing to that defender's, not defender, but the ref was like, oh, you going to take away my touchdown? Well, you know what? I'm getting it right back. That was too easy. Untouched.
1:47 left. And the extra point to make it 31. Out here by Hudson James. And T-Roy Gaines, Annapolis hung around for a while. But thanks to Logan Lee, the Rattlesnakes have put their stamp on this one.
Yeah, I was questioning their time management at the end of the first half, and they seemed like the momentum was on their side. But it didn't matter for the Rattlesnakes. Their defense came through with a pick six, and their offense led by Logan Lee was able to just bring the pain and make this potentially get their second win of the season. Again, barring any miracle. But this is the SFL. Anything can happen. We'll see how the Navigators respond on this drive.
They have a timeout in their back pocket, should they elect to use it. Minute 43 left. Michael Brown back to throw. Down he goes for the sack. It's not Jamison this time. I think it's Roberson, number 9. His first sack. Brown back to throw. Floats it over the middle. Catch made. That's June. Sets up 3rd and 5. No, I think that's Hendricks, actually. Brown. Slant over the middle. Hendricks again. To the 41. They're still holding on to that timeout, T-Roy.
Yeah, and they will take these dink and dunks all day. They mean the Rattlesnakes, but there we go.
And then they go deeper that time. That was the other tight end. First time we've called his name today. Quizell Jones. As they get down to the 25, and look who it is, Sunderland again. Now 40
needs to be a
seconds.
touchdown.
Brown.
This needs to be a touchdown.
Throws,
Ooh.
knocked away. Sosa says, no, sir.
I mean, they did a good job getting down the field, but they unfortunately melt a lot of time off the clock here. This play must be a touchdown, so they have potentially more time on the clock if they get an onside kick attempt.
Brown back to throw. Throw.
Oh,
Nice sliding catch to the 11. Quinzel Jones again. Brown goes out of bounds to Morrison, stopping the clock with 14 seconds left.
Yeah, Collins looking kind of bad for the Navigators now with 14 seconds left. If that prior play would have went into the end zone, that could have been a great opportunity for them to make this comeback. They must score a touchdown here or just settle for the field goal and then try to march down the field.
Here's Brown.
Oh!
The end zone, chipped in, incomplete. Hamburger again on the deflection.
Hamburger almost had another pick six. He got one earlier in this half. Could have had another. I don't know if we ever saw 2 pick sixes in one game. If there was one in the SFL, I definitely missed it.
I don't think in the minor leagues, but perhaps the major leagues. We'll have to go back through the records and see, which are available on the league website. Michael Brown over the middle. Oh, that's not going to reach the end zone, and they have to call time with 5 seconds left.
All right. They got to score points here, even if it's a field goal. Nah, wait a minute. No, they need to score 2 touchdowns. This has to be a touchdown. They can't waste any more time.
Ball on the Rattlesnakes 3-yard line. 4th and 2, and they must score. No timeouts remaining. The play clock wind down to 2. Brown to the end zone. They get the 1st and goal, but they didn't score. 2 seconds left.
Yeah, there's no play in the SFL that will be less than 2 seconds. That's effectively the ball game. They had Grant open to the top of the screen, wide open. That would have been an easy touchdown, but instead he threw it to the wrong receiver, and this is effectively the last play of the game.
Ball on the 1 yard line. Brown back to throw. He's got to the right touchdown. The fullback with the fancy hands catches it in the end zone to make it a little bit closer, but it's too little, too late.
Yeah, that was a nice, swaglicious one-handed catch, but you saw his response after his very first touchdown of his career. His head was down because he knew that the game, unfortunately, is over.
The extra point by Mansour. High snap, they get it down. Good protection. It's now 31-25, and that's the final game because Mansour realizes his team is no longer undefeated. 31-25, the final score. T-Roy Gaines, your thoughts as we enter the post.
I mean, that third quarter was the turning of the tide for the Navigators. For the Rattlesnakes. A pick six, and then they never looked back. They actually gained the momentum at the end of the first half by scoring that touchdown, but right there's the first interception. That helped out in a big way. That led to points, but the pick six we will see eventually later on was the turning point. But Logan Lee trying to show everybody in the SFL majors like, hey, I am a SFL major type running back right here. Look at me if you need a running back.
That's got to be a guy shooting up a lot of draft boards. There's that pick six you referenced. He was looking for Sutherland, but unfortunately, Zach there read that like a book, and he said Logan Lee finishes with 3 rushing touchdowns, 164 yards. Grant Jr. finishes with 112.
And Colin, seemed like Logan Lee was motivated going against the top rusher in the SFLm and Grant, and he came through in a big way with these long runs in the second half. A wonderful performance by him. If I was the person that's voting for most valuable player in the game, I probably would most likely give it to Lee.
Yeah, he's definitely a worthy candidate, and got to give credit to Michael Brown. Yes, he had the couple interceptions, but he never stopped fighting and trying to lead his team down the field. This is a guy who, as the season goes on, will only continue to get better. Logan Lee is the player of the game, also had 28 receiving yards, so well over 170 yards from scrimmage. For Colin Northrup and T-Roy Gaines, this has been a broadcast of the Simulation Football League's Minor League SFLm. Good night, everyone.